Ladies and gentlemen, now in today's video, we're going to be going over all of the ways to farm the global exclusive and slightly pain in the ass currency Territe. Because the first couple of days playing this game, man, I absolutely hated this. And now I still hate it, but not as much after getting to familiar adventure level 5. It makes it like much easier to kind of like farm this on a daily basis, but it's still a little bit annoying. It's still something that they've shoehorned into global. That's a bit of an inconvenience in a game that already has a lot of inconveniences. So yeah, welcome to Netmarble, lads. We love it here. So to go over again, I'm level 55 now. Just to give you a bit of perspective, I have kind of looked into all of the different ways and done a lot of testing in like various zones as well when it comes to kind of farming and efficiency. So what I've found, and I think is going to be the biggest like daily source of territe outside of daily activities, is familiar adventures. But you initially want to get your familiar adventure up to level 5, and this should take like the average player, I think, about like 3 to 4 days to do. You can actually check your familiar adventure level. Again, if you go to challenges, adventure here, and in the bottom right hand corner, once we enter, you're going to see an info buttons. So if you open that up, there you get your adventure level, and as you level up, you get like additional perks. You can do like more adventures per day, and also as you level up, it increases the size of the map and also the rarity of the resources that spawn on the map. So today I actually had a ton of Territe nodes, man. You can see we got like 20 on this one, we got 10 on this one. We also got like another what is it, 10 down here, and this refreshes like every 6 hours, but I think you get like 1 or 2 free daily refreshes. I may be off on that, but I think that was the case earlier. So yeah, once you like expand the map out, and again, you do need to level up to kind of get some of the additional sections here. And again, my map is not fully leveled yet. At level 8, I'm going to get like even more zones. Again, it looks like more Territe nodes spawn, and also the nodes that spawn are bigger and give you additional Territe as well. Again, I don't know if in like future expansions and stuff, this kind of scales up to a level where we're seeing nodes where you've got like 40 to maybe 100 Territe. But again, that could be really, really nice. But also, as a little bit of a shortcut, if you don't want to fly around this map, you can use the map button, and it shows you just at a glance like all of the stuff that's on the map. And it seems like, at least from my brief experience so far, the stuff you want to be looking for is the kingdom resources, and mainly Territe if you can. You're going to be very greedy. Again, you've got like 4 free resets of this on a daily basis. So if you do see like the Territe icon pop up, again, be sure to kind of check that every 6 hours or every time you log in, just to see if any nodes have spawned. And just to give you a bit of a visual on what these look like, so this is, again, one that I had earlier. The difficulty wasn't crazy. It doesn't require a whale account as far as I'm aware to actually get down. And yeah, this is what it looks like. And it does have the Territe icon when you click on info as well, and this is one of the smaller nodes. So again, these are going to spawn on the map throughout the day, and if you are free to play, even if you're a whale man, again, this is something you really want to focus on. Now, the second thing is fairly obvious. Daily activities, you get 50 Terrai a day from the 3rd milestone. This one is really easy to get. So, you know, on a daily basis, just by doing some of the what is it, missions dailies, like the 3rd one, you get a lump of 50 Terrai and also an experience potion as well. So that one is absolutely banging there, and it's so easy to do. You got like so much overkill in terms of the daily quest meter. So yeah, some of that stuff is like really simple and straightforward. So, you know, passively a day, especially as you level up, you're gonna get like anywhere between like 100, 200. Again, if it does scale up and we get to that level where we get like 40 to 100 Territe nodes, again, familiar adventure, it's going to be a massive source of stuff there. So yeah, all of that's pretty good. And then we got auto farming. Now, for auto farming so far, I have found the drop rate to be terrible. It's really bad. So the way that this works, just to give you a bit of a high level overview, is every 20 levels you gain this thing called Terra energy. So you first gain it at level 20, and for me it didn't actually appear until the next day. So I don't think you can do that thing where you like create a new account and expect on that very same day you can get Territe. I think it comes like the day after that you can start farming it. So yeah, you start off with like you can get 200 of this a day. But also when you get to level 40, then it increases that amount by 100 and also increases the drop rate on Territe as well significantly, and I quote. However, I found like just trying to farm Territe between like level 20 40, I was getting like nothing, man. There was like absolutely nothing coming out. And it would take, I think, like 40 minutes, an hour to get like one or two Territe in kind of that very first farming zone. It was terrible. It was non-existent at all. And then I got to grade 2, level 40. So I got the upgrade, the significantly boosted drop rate. And apparently this drop rate, and I quote, is great. It still only drops a Territe probably about every like 20, 30 minutes. It's very, very low. And I've had it also on a crazy amount. But also your rewards can kind of compound. So if you do get unlucky, then it rolls over into the next day. So the max amount that I have, every single day I'm getting like 300 potential Territe that I can farm. And it just keeps on kind of accruing. But I'm at this point, like I'm level 55 now, again, massive whale account. I'm like triple farming level 62 mobs. And like it's kind of okay there, but it's still like nothing like super amazing. But again, when it does come to the JP version, because where you also farm is under Challenge and Chaos Field. And Ancient Ruins is the only area that we have access to. So again, one, I was getting nothing, man. Really, really bad to, try and also farm with the objective of Territe there. Two was like, okay, maybe if I left it on the majority of the day, I think it was like maybe like 40 to 100. Again, there was so much variance in the drop rate, very, very low. But also I was like triple farming like 3 packs in the middle of a triangle, because again I got, that's probably like a whale only strategy, but again I've also got like massively stacked gear as well. So yeah, I think for like the average free to play, if you're leaving this for like maybe like 4 12 hours a day, because you get like 4 hours free overnight auto farming, then yeah, you're not really going to get that much. Probably about like 10 to 20 expected daily, maybe a bit more than that if you get lucky. But just in my experience, it's been really, really bad for Territe auto farming low. But now I am personally in the third level, literally farming like the second hardest set of mobs, and when I do get a drop, it's 4 Territe. So again, it's getting a little bit better to farm. But that's taken a while, man. That's taken a while. So once I get to level 60, I imagine the drop rate is going to go up like a little bit more. So hopefully that's going to make it so I can actually hit all of the Territe that I have to farm on a daily basis, which by that point is going to be about 400. But yeah, just in my experience so far, again, hitting that daily cap, man, I don't see how it's possible just from auto farming until you probably get to about like level 60 to 80. So if you're auto farming and you're getting like no Territe, you're definitely not alone there. It just seems like a really like bad way to get it. But again, when you got nothing else to do, man, auto farming XP and getting a bit of Territe and also the resources for the spell books as well, it's the thing to do, man. Just leave it on auto overnight. And utilize the AI mode as well if you do want to save a bit of energy there. Also, one thing, and this is for beginners, if you find yourself like fairly early on, low on Territe, is you can just make alts and then run the start a story quest. And the really good thing, if you haven't tried to make a second character yet, is once you do reputation quest on one character, which are all of the blue side ones, you don't need to do them on any alt. So any alt characters, you just power through the yellow story. Literally, it takes like an hour 30 to get a character from level 1 to level 20, when you don't need to kind of run around or do all the side quest stuff. So yeah, like doing start story quest and even past level 20, there's like additional milestones in the story that give you additional Territe as well. even scaling up to some of the level like, what is it, like 50 quests that I've done. So yeah, there's all sorts of like Territe kind of scattered throughout the story. And then we also have like event banners and bonus gacha, because this is a currency that has not been added or was never added on the JPKR version. We kind of don't know like what in-game events are going to come that are going to give us Territe, because literally on the KRJP version, there's like always, at least the time I played, like 10 different banners going on. There's a crazy amount of banners. So we've currently got the 7-day check-in. We get 100 Territe via that. But yeah, I don't know if there's going to be like additional games or gacha or bingo or all sorts of random stuff that's going to pop up via events that give you Territe, but I assume they're probably going to be monitoring to see if there's like a little bit of a drought for it, and then kind of they'll distribute accordingly. I would assume there, but I may be incorrect. So yeah, we'll see what they do there. And finally, if you are a whale and want Territe now, there is pay to win field boss pass, which I think like the only really exciting thing on that pass, at least from what I can see, is Territe. Like I kind of looked at this one, man, and even I like wasn't that fussed about it. But yeah, it's got like 100 Territe there, 100 Territe on 12, and then you've got oh sorry, it's actually 700 Territe. So you got like a third 100 there, you got 200 there. And also another 200 there as well. So yeah, I was scrolling too fast and I can't count, but I'm gonna fix that one. So there's actually 700 Territe there. But I think with the way that kind of this scales up and gets distributed, again, this pass, if you want to buy it, I think is like 3,000 gems, I think. So yeah, it's a little bit costly for 700 Territe. But yeah, overall, hopefully that gives you a bit of an insight into all of the ways to farm Territe currently on the global version. Again, I'm not really too sure what they're going to do with this currency moving forward, but it's very much needed for pretty much like every upgrade system in the game. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know if we've missed anything in this video, if you have any tips or tricks on how to get more of this currency or anything that might be added in the future. Again, please do let me know. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.
You are not subscribed to the whale sin of spending? Who decided that? Subscribe now, or enjoy the bitter taste of regret.